March, hangar open, I take off without delay. Ship fully boosted, I'm wired into the galaxy. Space aces in my blood, no time to the strategy. PvP in sight, hot lasers, target locked, iridium glowing. I max out my Galad, instantly LF4 blasting. Every shot is spot on NPC, swept away, I'm charging straight across the max. Ammunition and burst, there are wrecks on the road. Zeta, Kappa, Kronos, I farm on auto, alpha, beta, gamma, chaotic portal, epsilon, delta. No time to hesitate, galaxy gates open, you just have to survive and shoot. Space aces, full speed, zero compassion, arena under tension. I'm aiming for domination. Marshal in the galaxy, I don't respect hierarchy. If you're low, now you're dead. Here space chooses. Space aces, full speed, zero compassion, arena under tension. I'm aiming for domination. Marshal in the galaxy, I don't respect hierarchy. If you're low, now you're dead. Here space chooses. Maps memorized, perfect trajectory, merciless PvP. I'll take your hull apart cleanly. Cross lasers, red screen, no going back. On Steam, they know
a crazy
me.
song.
I'm a shadow in the universe, Goliath in a rage. Engine at full throttle, burn iridium, zero negotiation. NPC or player, same treatment, same end. In the galaxy, I advance, alone against destiny. Space aces, top speed, LF4 lasers, impacts. Hostile galaxy, rules erased. You pressed too late. You're already overtaken.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, what the hell? This song is insane. But like the lyrics make sense. Not bad. You are AI, what? What is this one?
Dans un futur lointain, les Galaxy Gates relient des secteurs oubliés de l'univers. Ces portails sont riches, mais mortels. Seuls les meilleurs pilotes, appelés les Space Ace, osent les franchir. Chaque pilote commence faible, mais chaque combat, chaque mission, chaque victoire forge une légende.
Présentation des vaisseaux. V-Lightning, chasseur rapide, idéal pour le PVP. Nostromo, vaisseau équilibré, évolutif. Griffon, destroyer, dégâts massifs. Warden, tank spatial, défense maximale. Et d'autres vaisseaux disponibles. Dans l'immensité de l'espace, seuls ceux qui osent progresser peuvent survivre. Chaque pilote commence au même point. Un vaisseau simple, un vent faible, mais un potentiel infini. Chaque pilote commence avec la même chose. Un vaisseau basique, des armes limitées et aucune réputation. Nouveau pilote enregistré. Niveau 1, historique, vierge.
Oh shit, the title's still bugged, what the hell?
Personne ne te respecte.
I swear I changed it.
Combat après combat, tu montes de niveau, tu améliores ton vaisseau, tu choisis ton style, vitesse, puissance, défense.
Why is Peter Thiel still in the title? I removed it.
Puis vient le premier gain d'expérience. Niveau supérieur atteint, module disponible. Ce n'est pas encore de la puissance, mais c'est un début. À mesure que les niveaux montent,
Dude, this trailer is kind of good.
accessibles. Certaines privilégient la vitesse, d'autres domination.
This French AI voice
Chaque coque raconte
is
une
kind of
philosophie.
nice. Clickbait title. Dude, I removed it. I don't know why it's still there. I mean, it's not there anymore. Like if on the video itself, but if you copy the link, it's there.
Aucun Space Ace ne progresse sans être détruit. Bouclier à zéro. Je vais exploser.
Hi, my friend.
Les Galaxy Gates ne s'ouvrent pas à tout le monde. Elles mènent vers des territoires inconnus et des récompenses.
Wait, I actually
légendaires.
really like this this hangar. It's like so HD. When's the VR version of Space Aces? I'm watching their trailer.
Les Galaxy Gates ne sont pas
made.
obligatoires, mais les éviter, c'est accepter
wow.
de rester médiocre. Certains reculent, d'autres avancent.
Steam version should speed up progression. It's too slow for me to consider restarting. Should focus on bringing in content rather than slow progression. Yeah, we have I have some questions I gathered from people prepared to discuss about this. I think it's also a concern that I had. It makes sense. It's a valid point. But it's like any other. No, I completely understand. It's like kind of like other servers, like where like a new server opens up. There's always like new players that just flock to it, but it's usually the same. It's never slower. But I'm pretty sure there will be new content. I don't know how it's gonna deviate from browser though. I really hope it doesn't deviate, but we'll see. Any codes? I hope there's a code. I should have asked beforehand. I need, what does it use? Code Zarok? I don't think that does. That's only if you buy Yuri. Let's see what's going. Oh, I ranked up. Somebody switched companies. Stream. I think Dew and Jimmy will join in around 12 minutes. So in the meantime, I'll do my Delta. Tendrían que dejar traspasar a la cuenta de gente que no usa bots de Dark Orbit a Space Aces. Es posible. Bueno, no sé. Hay que preguntar. Loneless. Who is Mickey? It's my older brother. He started playing maybe 2 days ago. His username is Mickey5. So I changed mine to Mickey5's little bro. My Delta. I like Delta. Well, I'm trying to get my prom so I can save ammo. And also, yeah, maybe I should make a tutorial. I mean, not a tutorial, but it's like, it's not common sense either. It's kind of, so booty keys cost more Yuri in Steam. And the gate that gives the most is Delta. And I think you waste net less Yuri than a Zeta. So yeah, you don't get the Havocs, but you get a chance to get a laser to replace one of your, like your laser weapon 3s, and you get 35 keys. So you have another chance to get like a laser weapon 4. Oh, there's a server restart. I'm trolling. Yeah, I did a few deltas. I got 0 proms. I think today's just a bad day. Maybe after restart things are better. Anonymous. I have a sneak peek at some of the questions, and one of them is regarding Anonymous. Is it still here, or did I delete it? Nope. Oh, where'd my ship go? It's gone. Oh, server restart messes it up, I think. Somebody switched companies. Who switched? I will recognize. DD was EIC. Somebody up here switched. Because I just got my next rank without doing anything. I got banned on Space Aces for 7 days for not using code Zarok on store. Thought. I also didn't use, but... Oh wait, I always spell it wrong. It's Zarok with 2 Ks. I think it's like this. How many players are on each company? I don't know if you can see. I think that's a good one. I think that should be on the thing. So like new players, especially when they advertise like new players, they can see which company they want to go to. If they want to go to a less crowded company or a company that will give them more help, like there's more players, like which one dominates. I think that's a good statistic to have before you choose. Why are you playing on Steam instead of browser? I mean, I'm kind of playing both, but I'm not playing browser too much lately. I'm just playing Steam because, I don't know, I was making a new account. It's kind of fun. 1.6k on EIC. Can you see? Where do you see that? Call. Oh, we're starting early. JimmyBars.
Hello, hello, hello. Everyone's in the waiting room, I see.
Yup. I guess we're waiting for DewEnforcer.
Waiting for the dev himself. Make sure that when you type in the referral code, sorry, not the referral code, the store code for content creator, make sure to click that green tick every time.
Oh, you have to click that? I had no idea, actually. Sorry, Zarok, you got no money.
R.I.P. Zarok.
T ready? Give Youngblood creator code? Facts.
I hope you have your tea ready. Indeed.
Where's the emojis? There it is.
Indeed, I have my tea ready.
Yeah, I think the game is rigged. I did 6 deltas, I got no proms. I think Steam is broken.
Skill issue.
Events when? That's one of the questions, actually.
That is one of the questions.
We'll be asking.
Never. We're never giving you guys events.
The August 226 is here. Beware, everyone.
Hello.
This guy was a jackpot menace. Oh, people were asking, is there gonna be a like a redeem code for this stream?
Well, you'll have to wait and see, won't you?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because I am in need of a code bad. I need one preferably that gives me an experience module, an honor module, a damage module, and a shield module.
Zarok. Youngblood's not been using
Okay,
your code.
but okay, I didn't know you had to click the little green check, so I made a big purchase, and you got no money.
Rip.
I just entered the name and hit buy.
Crazy.
Jones.
It's okay, there's an
DK.
announcement on how to do it now, so it's all good.
Think you gotta.
I do recommend everybody supporting creators. So it's there'll be more creators added to that room in the future, which will have an announcement each time. So yeah, it always helps support our creators. Always. Who should be pulling up in a minute?
Sounds good. When you add chat moderators on Steam, you give chat ban for only for English people, but you don't translate Polish or another language, so it's very toxic. Oh, are people like speaking different languages and then it goes unmoderated?
If they don't get reported, we don't always see it. If you report it, most likely, if it's like, what was it, standard's like 2 weeks. If it's really bad, it goes up to a month instantly, and then it gets logged.
Oh, how are account bans working on Steam, by the way? Like, if you get account banned, your Steam account's cooked?
I will. We will discuss stuff like that when Dew's here.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. Because I was thinking that,
Yeah.
like, if someone does something very bad, they have to make a new Steam account.
Can I get a 2-day chat ban? Everything will be answered soon when we start, guys. This is only the waiting room. VAC ban in SA, can you imagine? That'd be crazy.
What is VAC ban? Oh, like,
VAC ban, like
hardware ban?
Steam cheat ban.
Oh,
Like if you cheat in like CS or something, you know, they VAC ban you, and you could have the same thing for like Rust and stuff like that.
damn.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. It's very funny, and it adds a VAC ban to your Steam. And we can actually monitor this if we wanted. There's actually rules in Steam that say like we say if you have a VAC ban within a certain amount of days, you won't be able to join Steam with that account, like Space Aces. There is stuff like that around. It's quite funny.
I see. It's been a while since I played vanilla. I really like the what is it, shield engineering or shield mechanics? One of them. The one that it's like your HP takes less damage. It looks really cool when you're getting hit by from different angles.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade to what it was like a year ago. Like we've worked really hard on vanilla, especially when we advertise to new players and stuff like that. This would be like kind of the first thing they see. It'll be interesting, and it'll be nice to see like an outside point of view. We've actually got some players in Space Aces currently that have never ever played Space Aces before, or any other kind of type of game in the genre. So it's really interesting to see that their perspective and their kind of feedback.
Yeah, actually, I had a friend that wanted to play, but they're on a MacBook, so I think it's not working for them right now for Steam.
Unfortunately, MacBook is not doable currently. But yeah, welcome, Mr. DewEnforcer.
Hi everyone, hello.
Salam.
Salam. Right, I think we can go ahead and start, Youngblood.
Okay, so I gathered a few questions, and then we're probably going to take some from the chat. There's already a bunch in the chat, so we can probably go through some of these that I already gathered from some players that I asked around if they had any questions. So for context, there was already a dev talk before Steam came out about Steam, and now that Steam is out and players have been playing, I'm sure that there's probably a little more confusion from then till now, and I guess this is a session to understand and get to know a bit of what the devs are thinking, or at least that's my idea of it. So the first question is, why is Yuri so expensive?
Mr. Dew?
That's a great question. So basically, it is expensive for a simple reason. It's kind of intended to be like a hard entry towards like kind of like pay to win. Like basically, it's pretty much like a means to discourage it, as in. We don't want to make the economy like like buy 10 million for 100 euro and like have the game finished. So obviously we kind of wanted to provide a way for some players to perhaps help themselves if they don't have time to play. But pretty much the idea is that playing is still gonna be faster and better. More efficient.
I see. I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm
Also, to touch upon that as well, like it's not meant to be for people who obviously 24/7 play the game. They can if they want, obviously, but it's also meant for people who can't play a lot of the time and stuff like that as well. Pay to win is obviously capped for a reason. And we actually said that in the previous stream for Q&A and stuff like that, that there would be certain benefits and stuff like that be limited.
Yeah, that was my thoughts on it too, because I guess from my own experience as like a player, I've purchased some Yuri already, and the way I see it is you still have to do your missions, you still have to do everything, but once you're done with that, I guess maybe there's like a little like area, since there's no events yet, where you need to farm Yuri. Like you might run out since you're trying to get your Havocs, you're trying to get proms and stuff like that. So then maybe it comes to time where you have to like farm some Yuri, and some people just don't have the time. So it makes sense to buy there, but even then it's like I don't think it helps too much with the amount that you can buy. So
Basically, yeah, it's just meant for like a little boost. It's not really meant to, run your whole entire account. Like when we're not about that like pay to win sort of thing where you can just buy everything and just grind a hella. Otherwise you wouldn't see people in maps like this. Dead's a lot of things about the game you wouldn't see people playing as often. It's one of those things. Also, you can take off waiting room, by the way, on your stream.
Okay, it's gone. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Curious to see if anybody said anything in chat about Yuri being expensive. Past game traumas. There are no auto lockers. Okay. Oh, and then one of the questions that I had about Yuri is the way the multiplier works. So right now, you can bank 7 days and then you can get a ×2 purchase on your Yuri, which is nice. Is there any, like, will it work that, let's say you save it for 14 days, can you get like a ×3, or is it always just capped at ×2?
It's always capped at ×2.
I see.
This is for the exact same reasons that pay to win shouldn't be overpowered in running your account.
Makes sense. Okay, so I guess the next question, let's see, people are asking about JPA, but I have I think that's been answered a little bit, and there's a question later for it. So I'm going to ask, what are the current thoughts on like the sentiment that some players have that the community is split between both versions of the game? Because I'm sure for some players it might be like a little frustrating that some of the people that they could have shot down are now playing on Steam, that are playing on browser, and maybe they're having less fun.
So I don't know Dew's full point of view on this, but my kind of point of view that is like it's split, but you guys have made it split. The thing is we didn't intend for this many people to come over at all. Like we wasn't really thinking about. Well, I guess we was. There was a conversation, but me and Dew, and I've said this so many times in the past, we didn't intend to split the community, but it's also your guys's choice to kind of come from browser over to Steam, right? Like there's no way really around it. Browser is still getting traction, it's still getting new players. At the end of the day, browser is still, in our eyes, it's still successful. It's still the way it is. We obviously appreciate that the community has its way of feeling violated in their own right because of these changes. We get that, but at the same time, the reason why Steam came around is so that we can take the game in our own direction. With browser, we were kind of like stuck the way it is. If we added anything, it would be a hassle. There would be riots, there would be uproars. Because we've done this sort of stuff in the past, like just look at PAL, just look at FF, and everything else that was in browser in itself. There's no way to kind of add more stuff without people quitting anyway. So browser is going to kind of stay the same, but still going to have like its own updates and stuff like that. We haven't left browser. on the other hand, Steam, obviously, everyone can tell like it's widely successful currently, but this is always going to have newer things. This is always going to have extra stuff. We're actually in the middle of planning certain things now, and non-disclosure, by the way. We're not going to disclose anything like that on here, but until our own Q&A. But it's just how it worked, really. People preferred Steam over browser. We can't really tell people to go back to browser. It's completely your guys' choice. Is browser dying? It's had a few less players, but I don't think at all it's anywhere near as bad as people think it is. I think the main issue is with a lot of it is that people are always hiding in gates like FF. People are always hiding in gates like alpha, beta, gamma and stuff like that. That's why you don't really see people. But the online activity is there in the numbers. Maybe we could probably bring an event that pushes people to maps and stuff like that. That's probably something that we can do. Just to make browser a bit more active in the maps. But other than that, we can't really go anywhere with browser than we can do with Steam. So, it's an interesting outlook, but you're not seeing it from every point of view going. Anything to add on that, Do?
I think pretty much all points have been said by Jimmy. Yeah, I got nothing else to add, really.
Okay, I think the follow-up question on this is, how do you see the game evolving as players start reaching the end game? I know in the dev talk there was talks about maybe different lasers. How much is it going to deviate from the browser? Or is the browser going to introduce things that will then be moved to Steam? Is there going to be one server leads the other, or are they going to kind of evolve into different playstyles?
Oh, they're definitely going to evolve into different things. Like I said previously, browser's going to kind of stay the same with a few content updates and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to deviate much to what it is now. Probably a lot of balance, polish changes. There will always be tournaments there. There is reasons to play there as well. Like I said, there's a new player base that's coming and stuff. But browser, we're going to take it into a different direction, stuff that we just couldn't do on browser that we're just going to do on Steam. It's going to end up being quite different. Mechanically, it's going to be the same. Everything else, gameplay and stuff like that, it will be different, and anything that we add new is going to be different as well. So yeah, it's basically the time will tell. You'll see on future updates what's coming up, etc. So yeah, anything to add on that, Do?
Again, well said. What I would like to add is pretty much that browser is kind of gonna stay the experience it was, or it is right now, mostly. Obviously, there be the polish and fix updates. We got an update that will affect both versions because it's just it wouldn't be manageable otherwise. But it's nothing that disrupts balancing of the game. And in the Steam version, we want to be more ambitious. We want to actually embrace the MMO, the genre, the MMO, right? We want to kind of have more elements of it, because right now the game is pretty shallow, right? We don't even have any story right now. It's kind of mindless shooting of ships, if you had to describe it to someone outside. So we really want to expand on that and kind of evolve in a different way that maybe current browser players would not appreciate, and that's one of the reasons that the instances have been split.
I see. So if players are expecting some stuff that may have been on browser, maybe don't get your hopes up. For example, Warden, obviously PAL and stuff like that.
Well, Warden's already a thing, but just pretty much how Powers it was, and firefight and things like that. Yeah, pretty much. You'd expect a different experience over the time that Steam's going to advance. Just remember that it's not even been a month since Steam's been out, so obviously just don't expect anything urgently. But there will be a change coming up soon, but we are not going to talk about it here. But yeah, just expect it to be different down the line.
Makes sense. Trying to see if there's anything in chat before I go with some of mine. Will we be able to transfer Designs We Ball browser to Steam?
Ooh.
I think that's a fair
Mr.
question.
Duke.
Right, I guess I should take the word here. Well, it's a spicy question because it can cause a lot of confusion. I mean, we've seen like what happened in general. Just mentioning it a bit.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to comment on it just to prevent any confusion, but I would like to reiterate that there is a plan in case like browser literally died out. Like nobody wanted to play like ever, you know. But as it is right now, it's definitely nowhere near. So it's like it would be kind of silly to kind of discuss it right now. I feel like I don't know if Jimmy wants to add anything to it.
It's not something that the thing is, it's like Dew said, we have a plan. You have a lot of money poured into a browser version. We appreciate your guys' concerns and stuff like that. Like there's always going to be these types of things, but I very much doubt that browser's going to die. And it's just like we said, anytime soon, if it does, or in the future down the line, bearing in mind it still has new players come into the game and stuff like that. We basically just have a plan for it. Undisclosed right now, but we do genuinely have a plan.
Makes sense. There's another question here that I see. This one I've been asked by a few people. I've tried explaining it, but I guess maybe people want to hear it from you guys. They're asking like, why is the progression so slow on Steam? I think
We felt that browser was way too fast. It's just basically what it is. You can't have the way that browser was on Steam. It's not going to happen. There's going to be more progression on Steam. There's going to be more stuff that's going to be coming on Steam, stuff like that. Like there's going to be a lot. But it's also you can't have like a MMO RPG game without grinding. It pretty much, like it's just how it's going to be. You're always going to be grinding. Because I feel like maybe like most MMORPGs are kind of never ending, they are like you get to endgame and then they bring out expansions and stuff like that. It's sort of like kind of what we're intending and thinking about with Space Aces too, for Steam version, of course. So yeah, anything to add on that, Dew?
I think everything has been said.
Yep.
I see. Okay, so I know that in the dev talk there was you mentioned that on Steam there will most likely be like a 3v3 JPA, probably not like the 1v1. But I was curious. This one's one of my questions. If this is one of my questions, if there's any plan or if it's even like considered to have like a battle royale style like JPA for the Steam version, since I feel like it fits the gameplay here.
You're kind of meaning like the proper old.
Yeah.
Right. It's not really been discussed. So, yeah, it's not really been discussed. And to be honest, it's like one of those things where tournaments and stuff like that we'll have to discuss in the future. Probably on our own Q&A, because we're in the works of something at the moment to do with like, just working with Steam and other things like that. So in the future we'll see. But yeah, we'll have a look later on down the line. But I mean, we're always open to suggestions. If you want to message me about something or something like that, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, we'll be discussing it more down the line about where tournaments will go and stuff like that.
Makes sense. I think a lot of players are wondering about events. When will that be coming to Steam? Like Team Deathmatch, Spaceball 2, stuff like that.
Ooh. Mr. Do, this is a question for you.
Well, I keep saying soon, and it is true. Right, it is gonna be soon. Basically, we didn't wanna run events right at the start of the instance, in case it just made progression like too fast, or and the other reason, right, is because it doesn't really make sense to run TDM when everyone has like 7 drones and Leonovs. I don't know. I mean, it would be funny for the first round, I guess, but then it would kind of get like, yeah, it would get kind of boring, I think. The events themselves will be like more rare. We don't want to like make them like so common as they are in browser. So obviously you can expect to see the notification on the homepage when an event will start. You'll see like starting in days as usual. We'll make an announcement, and I'd expect the events to be coming in like week or 2 weeks, probably. So you can get ready till then.
That is subject to change, by the way.
Obviously.
Yeah, because there will need to be some rebalancing around the economy for them. So yeah.
Would it be like the similar events or omitting some?
Yeah. I mean, like, we don't have any extra events planned, but it's like we do have. There are some ideas that I've jotted down that I couldn't use on browser just because of factions being multi-company clans, stuff like that. So there is some extra stuff in the works, like, you know, that are in the idea corner right now. So yeah, like, you know, it's like I said, just wait and see how things develop. Yeah, it'd be all good.
The great thing about the fact that factions are kind of a thing now, like like it's a team, like it's kind of like a very free team, right? But it's a team, so it allows us to make the events kind of like actually like faction based, right? You know, like gather points, and then the faction that wins gets a benefit or something like that. So it finally makes sense on the Steam instance to do this. So that's something to look forward to as well.
Indeed, definitely. Yeah, some stuff like in the idea corner and stuff like that, as I said. So
Yeah, I think personally I've enjoyed the more focus on factions.
It's something that we want to keep because it is. Factions are a bigger part of the game. When you add like something like multi-company clans, it just ruins the whole entire point of factions. It just makes no sense. As you saw in the recent update, we obviously seen you guys, you know, farming with different faction members. And to be honest, we was going to remove it completely at first, but we want you guys to also develop your accounts. So it was kind of one of those things where we just thought maybe it'd be a better idea to make it so you have pretty much no rewards, but you can still do your quest in current state of the game. But expect it to probably be removed in the future when it gets to a point. We can move on to the next point.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, another one was how how do you plan to protect new players on Space Aces from players who hit the end game by the time advertisements are out and like net new players are joining? There's currently
We definitely I can probably like I've actually had the conversations with a few people about this already, because obviously everyone's thinking about PRL and stuff like that.
yeah.
The thing is you're gonna have faction based everything, right? You're gonna have your own clans in your factions, this, that, and the other. You're gonna have a lot of stuff. Now there is kind of like things that we can do. Like it's not even about nerfing proms or anything either, because they're like for what was it? We have protection up to level 15, isn't that right, dude? Something like
It's
that.
up to level 18.
Level 8
outside prime hours. So
outside prime hours, yeah. So there's like a lot of things that already are in place for newer players. To protect players further, we'll just have to see what it's like down the line when that does happen, because the thing is about all of you guys coming from browser is that you are all forced to go into one certain faction, right? So there's going to be a lot more protection for newer players. You guys aren't seeing the point that you're going to have UFEs. Oh, sorry, my bad. Like, you know, bigger accounts and stuff like that in Space Aces that are going to be in bottom maps as well. That will be related to your own clans and your own factions. There's going to be no multi-faction like alliances. So there will be a lot of support for newer players down the line, just based on you guys as a community. So, as well as, you know, in the future that we can obviously make some changes. It's not that deep. We can make some changes, especially if we see fit. And we would obviously take, when it comes to that time, we would obviously take a lot of ideas and stuff like that, and we'll just throw it all together and see what works and what doesn't. So yeah, there's definitely can be something else that we can do. Just it's not being thought about right now.
Makes sense. I think that's all the questions I had gathered. Curious if the chat has any. I know there's some if I scroll up. Let's see, I'll just grab one and then hopefully other people can just write them again. Any plans for adding more endgame maps / enemies?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, this is going to be expansive, 100%. That we're going to have like, you know, big boss NPCs and maps and stuff like that. Like 100% we will, like in the future. But it's just the point is that Steam can literally go anywhere. So it's like I'm going to say, you know, maybe it would be like there's a big boss in a map that, you know, that all factions can go in. So you have to fight around the boss to get the resources at endgame. But you can only reach that when you're like level 22 or something, you know. There's a lot of things that we can do. So yeah, 100%. There definitely would be stuff like that.
there's already actually an endgame expansion in development.
Mm.
It will be something completely new. I mean, some players could have seen that we got a new toy in our admin chips.
Oh, it is fun.
It is fun, and it is part of the update. And along that, so there will be new endgame aliens as well that will have a like special mechanics, basically. So unlike the dump, like the NPCs that just follow you and shoot you, or Saturn NPCs that kind of try to act as players, this will be something entirely new, like something as like maybe a hive of bees or something like that. Pretty much, it's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be definitely difficult because this is gonna be in-game content. So you might have to make an alliance with other factions for this map, but we'll see. It's still in development.
Most probably, though, we're going to try and make you guys fight out, and it'll be hilarious just sitting there watching you.
Jimmy's evil.
Yeah.
You should put like those, like AI that fight, I guess, the players, and then you join, like, Jimmy join their side as well. So it's like you guys and AI versus the players.
You know what we should do? We should just have like a admin Satora versus players tournaments.
Satoras. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you imagine? Jesus Christ.
Is there a plan to add a pet for farming? I'm assuming that this means for like locator or sacrificial or something of the sort.
Now we've spoke about this quite openly in the past on our Discord. We think that if the PAL is to come back, which is currently not planned, by the way, if it is to come back, it will be PvE only. So it will just aid you, like collecting some resources, damages to NPC only, stuff like that. So yeah, 100%. But it's not planned currently, but it will be a PvE aid rather than PvP. We want to kind of like remove the element of having something other than your ship in PvP completely. That isn't completely controlled by you. So everything that you do is 100% skill. There's no randomness, and it's actual skill-based fighting rather than, PAL fighting that you've seen in JPA previously. With the PAL poking and stuff like that at the beginning of fights, and just certain things like that. So yeah, it will be a PvE aid 100% when or if we do add PAL to the game.
Makes sense. I see a question. I think that's a follow-up on everything we've been saying. So all these updates are going to be on Steam only, though?
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like we've said already before. Browser is going to stay where it is, and maybe with a few content updates here and there, maybe with a few, but definitely some balance changes that need to happen. Just even looking at the last JPA and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty much. Most of these, pretty much everything that's discussed is all related to browser. Steam. Sorry, all related to Steam, not browser. Because that's where we're going to be developing all of the new stuff. If it does actually work and stuff like that, maybe it will go to browser. There's always like cross updating and stuff like that. We can do that. That's perfectly fine. If browser really wants something that Steam has, we can do it. It's not a problem, but it can work. It can work basically. But we want to keep Steam pretty much different. Yeah, all of these updates are for Steam mainly.
I see. Are there any plans to bring back mining in B4? I think that's what the map's called.
Do?
Because I'm
I
kind of
was
struggling.
thinking of mining ores like in Minecraft.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I went straight to mining as well, like from Minecraft. So what
We're
you
gonna
want?
be
to
mining
get a diamond pickaxe,
REE.
bro? You want to pickaxe some REE, bro?
Pickaxe some palladium. That's a
Yeah,
that's a
wow.
controversial one.
I mean, even like me and Dew have kind of discussed this in the past because it's sort of like it was a temporary update for B4. But it seems like it might stay, to be honest. But I'm not too sure on what Dew thoughts are on that. But yeah, I think it's better off if it does just stay where it's not. No mines in B4, just because of economy alone, trolling your teammates and stuff like that.
We
yeah.
kind of discussed like what to do with B4 because in our opinion, like on level 12, you unlock access to pretty much all aliens as of now, like the ultras and elites, right? When you can't even like shoot standard Kriloxes or like Krilox. So there is an idea that pretty much ultras would get their own like hardcore map that would have the new aliens as well, and there you would be able to mine, but it would be way harder, obviously. But yeah, I
saying
mean,
these ultras have like mine resistance damage and stuff like that, so it takes a lot of mines to kill them. So you can't just mindlessly farm them. And obviously PvP will probably be enabled in there as well.
and they would have like they would actually react to being mined, like they would get enraged and everything. There's still a lot of it's still really like not decided. Like we're still just playing around with the ideas as of now.
Pretty much.
Makes sense. Zarok recommended something cool, like finding a name for both servers, because everyone's just referring them as browser and Steam. Maybe like naming the galaxy itself something so people know what each
Oh.
server is.
That's not a bad idea. We should probably sort that out. That's fine. Suppose we can do something like that in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be good for Discord as well.
2 discords. Space.
No,
Ace is
no,
not
no,
the
no,
way.
no, no, no. We're not doing 2 Discords. Hell no.
Let's see. I don't see any other questions unless I missed. Someone's asking about a Gryphon design with kill counter for NPC. I'm assuming just like
Yeah.
other skin designs in general. Probably be added.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, if you guys want it, I mean, we can do it.
Alright,
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Any more questions in chat? Voting system like the one on browser? I'm pretty sure that's 100%.
Hmm. Any more questions, guys?
Ask MacBook. I already did. No MacBook.
No MacBook at the moment. It's not really planned either, but it could be in the future. Ignore Arthur.
Planning to add new quests. That's interesting. I haven't even finished the ones I have so far. Damn.
Well, with a new map, new bosses, new everything, new ores that might be coming into the game later, you never know. Unplanned, by the way, subject to change. There will be definitely new quests come with those newer features. So yeah, 100%.
How come the Frosty ships are just ships and not designs? And not just designs?
Do
There's no specific reason.
they literally just are ships?
They are
Yeah.
ships. They decided they'll be ships. Yeah. We're held at the laser point. Like we change it to designs, they're gonna PRL us. So yeah.
I mean, like, I think the Frosty series should just stay at this point. Also, if you've already bought them and they were ships, we can't change that anyway, unless we bring out new iterations of them in the future, which we probably not planning to do now, because we're really happy with them. So yeah, I think the Frosty designs will just stay as ships, but in the future, I think we're going to try and make sure everything's a design, because it's just easier on your hanger, and stuff like that. That's why we made the Gryphon have all of like the skins like G Space, JimmyBars, G Bastion, and stuff like that. So yeah.
There's a few people asking about Clan Wars.
So I've actually had talks about this. There's a little thing with Clan Wars that me and you have actually discussed this in the past as well, like in our previous Q&A stream. Clan Wars will probably come. It probably is needed, because it just needs a better system. Like, say that you need economy in your clan to war someone because all wars cost stuff. We've discussed this in the past. But yeah, I mean, it should really be a thing. We don't know how soon it's going to be, but I suggest you guys build up your accounts for now and make sure that you're going to be ready for the Clan Wars update when it does maybe reach the Steam instance of Space Aces. Anything to add on that, Do?
We wanna definitely expand the wars concept itself. Like obviously, Jim mentioned that all wars cost something, which makes perfect sense. Like just sending a war and that's it. That I don't know how the faction leaders would feel about that, since there's actually factions now. And in a war, you have a winning side and you have a losing side. Now, obviously, the losing side then has to pay reparations as well. So maybe that could be something that we could do, right? And another thing is wars and clans. They are still under a faction. The faction is the main, the leader, or like the main entity that controls everything. So you will definitely not be allowed to declare a war on someone that's like 10 times weaker, right? I mean, that just wouldn't work probably. So
Yeah,
there will be rules. It will be kind of more, I guess, like RPG elements will be included. It will not be like nonsense, no thinking, just send the war and shoot the red dot till it logs out or quits the game, basically.
And expanding on that too, it also comes in probably adding something like clan levels and stuff like that. So we've got some ideas in the works for clan wars, but I mean, it'll probably be that it does come to the game because it will be needed, especially for takeovers and maybe some future events that we plan. Especially when it comes to like faction wars and stuff like that. So you never know, but
yeah.
pretty much.
And one more thing about clan wars, they will definitely get their own statistics, as that's been something we've been asked for on browser. And like it's a great idea to like know how much you are winning or how much you are losing. So yeah, you can expect that along the update.
Should add gambling so I can place bets on who wins a war.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Liga would love that.
No, I mean like.
Oh well, you would
me-
place it with in-game currency, Jimmy.
Yeah. That
Give
you
out-
bought. Yeah, sure.
No,
I mean-
nothing like that. Just give out like 2,000 palladium if I get it right.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's not
So I can
bad.
finish this damn quest.
Yeah, you're not having a good time, are you? I think I've seen you shot like twice.
This quest is impossible. Like I'm convinced it's
Yeah.
impossible.
Oh, well, the Palladium quest. There was actually a question about Palladium, about adding more Palladium to the maps. Not planned at the moment, to be honest. I don't know if Do has something to add on extra Palladium in the map.
Yeah, I do. And we wanna make the Palladium be part of the new map. We don't wanna like make the X7 maps the main source of it. So it's unfortunate right now that doing the quest is kinda gonna like make you a bit insane. But there are plans for Palladium as well.
Nice.
Sweet. So you guys are going to get more Palladium. Look at that.
Yay.
Just in a different map. So good luck fighting off everything. Maybe we should make it so they can't cloak. It'd be even funnier.
Oh, that's very evil. Yeah.
You should do double resource. Can't cloak. If you die, I guess you lose all of it.
Oh, he's adding chaos. He's adding chaos.
You have like the people who go to farm it, and then you have the hunters.
Ooh, chaos.
Something crazy. I don't know.
And then they get like a quarter of the cargo that the player farmed if they collect it.
Ooh,
Amazing. Oh, see, look, we're
those tickets
expanding.
would be crazy.
Oh yeah.
I was not aware. I lost all my 5,000 Palladium. Help me.
Go And then there's another ticket after. Hey, I just gained like 1,700 palladium out of nowhere. Can you make sure this isn't an error? We've had tickets like this before. Don't worry, we know. You know who you are. Right. Anything else?
I like this
That was
question
something
about a battle pass for the game. I've had a few people actually ask about this, like to help progress or get like extra rewards.
Battle passes have actually been discussed into like within great detail between me and Dew in the past, but we don't know if we're gonna add it yet at all. But it's been talked about for sure. But like I'm gonna say to you, it's not really confirmed if it is gonna happen or isn't. But that would obviously have to come with like a seasonal event. That would have to come with like something like that, you know. So at this point in time, it's not planned, but it's talked about. I guess that's the best way to put it.
I would say it's likely to one day come out. Like it's not something we're rejecting as an idea, especially since there's been the suggestion, the community suggestion, and it has like almost 50 votes. So I guess that tells us that obviously people would be interested. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like it for like exclusive designs. Like I think like the one from the Astral Gate is pretty cool. Like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like only achievable. Because it's just like cosmetic at least for that.
It's the problem of like with cosmetics, you eventually start to run out of ideas of what you can do for cosmetics, especially for battle pass stuff. So it'd have to be exclusive, it'd have to be new, you know, stuff like that. It's dedicating resources and stuff. But we don't obviously want to give you guys some crap either, like that's already in the game for battle passes, unless it's like, you know, just little ammo things and stuff like that, obviously. But I don't know. It's like I said, it's been talked about. It's not an idea that's been rejected. So yeah, it can be furthered. You know, more ideas come out about it, and we decide to do it one day and announce it. You never know. So, but it's most likely that it's gonna happen based on community feedback, suggestions, and upvotes for the actual suggestion itself.
Makes sense. When our Q&A is going to be with cams. So at 5k subs, I'll be streaming with Cam. I think at 10k, Anonymous agreed to join me with his cam. So
Jesus Christ.
You have his word on it. It'd be interesting.
If you're talking about me and Dew, well, unplanned. Completely, not even spoke about once. I mean, like, I have no problem with showing my face. I don't really care, but it's like, you know... If
Jimmy's gonna webcam with his Spider-Man suit.
You leave me and my Spider-Man suit alone, bro.
Got his Spidey boss on stream.
Jimmy man.
Jimmy man.
Yeah, maybe in the future, but like I'm gonna say to you, like we obviously plan do as the game develops in the future. Obviously, we plan to go to actual like big events around the world as well. You know, with booths and dev stuff and stuff like that. So you never know. We will definitely be showing our faces there, obviously. So yeah, you never know. You could always think about it, and we could always, you know, could always meet up. I don't think I want to, but it's gonna happen.
Nice. I think I don't see anything new. I see a lot of people asking about RSBs not being in the shop.
Oh,
What is that?
yeah. What's RSB?
Oh, sorry.
Is that like a car control or something?
RLPC 75.
Sounds like RSB sounds like a new graphics card by Nvidia.
Oh, Intel's been cooking, huh?
Oh yeah. Welcome to our new Intel i9 RSB 900K.
All right.
This stream has been sponsored by Intel.
I meant times 6 ammo. I think that's easier to say.
Yeah.
RLPC
RLP.
75.
Yes, 75. I love how you had to check that in game on vanilla. That's
The orange bullets.
the orange lasers, bro. Orange lasers.
They'll
Stay
come.
tuned.
On,
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay
It's gonna be like time limited on the
Oh,
weekend. So, like, I'm not saying this weekend, but it will be the weekend.
Subject to change. No, it will be coming out. It's just going to be time limited, as Dew said. So it's pretty much.
Nice. I think this one's been, I don't know if it's been discussed, but yeah, like the Yuri from the ace progression sheet doesn't work on gate rewards. It's just the NPCs.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Because yeah, the description still says increases Uratium increase or received.
Is that in?
So maybe it can be more explicit, because I think
Nova.
people are maybe taking it thinking it's going to be for everything.
Hey, feedback noted. We'll change it as soon as possible.
Yep. Boo, can you just? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll change it. It's like whatever. Sad it's not 2013 anymore. Otherwise, we'd see Jimmy doing ALS bucket challenge with Do Young on cam.
We're gonna do bottle flip challenge instead.
Yeah, bottle flip challenge. Yeah. Best out of 3. Zarek, can you expand on that point? What do you mean by competition? Anything else?
He means his Uno clan coming to Steam.
I had to walk away from that one. You can't be throwing shade like that, young blood. Come on. You can't be throwing shade.
That's what the players like. They like drama.
They do like. True. Okay,
Shout
anything
out
else?
to the Leonov player. True
Yeah,
legend.
in upper map.
X7 maps with Leonov. That takes courage for sure.
Because he doesn't have enough Yuri to buy anything else.
Nah.
He can't.
He's definitely rich.
100%. It's actually a question. Give me a. You guys planning to have a hard mode on Galaxy Gates for better reward?
Yes. If it's gonna have a hard mode. If it's gonna increase the rewards, it's not decided. Probably not by a lot if it would. Because like we didn't wanna repeat the cycle of players being hidden in their own dungeon. And then we would reintroduce it. That wouldn't really make much sense, right? But there could be like it could be a part of a battle pass, like defeat this gate with like these modificators, or it could be a quest, like yeah, or a weekly or a daily quest. It could be, for sure.
Let's just add on to this. Any extra economy stuff we're going to try to avoid, because we're kind of really happy with the balance of the game currently. With like your progression, me and Do both have accounts which are anonymous, to say the least.
Yeah, very anonymous. Yes.
Yes,
Nobody can tell that, like, by the name that it's me. Nobody could tell.
Nobody at all, man. Anyway, but we're actively building up our own accounts. Legit, by the way, guys. Let me just point that. And I've got about like 3 different accounts in the works on different parts at the moment just to test, beginning, middle, and end game sort of thing. So yeah, it's we are actively playing our own game and we are making changes based on that. But at the moment, we don't really have any changes for it. We seem very happy at the moment with the grind and everything else. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
It's
heck? My
actually
brother's
fun
on.
playing LB Freeze.
No.
I found Mickey 5.
Add a new weekly quest with complete galaxy gates, and the reward could be platinum or something like that. Yeah, it could be anything like this, really.
Yeah.
Explain what would be weaker companies.
Well, probably companies with less members. To be fair, I think that's.
It's not a bad idea, is it?
Yeah, there would be like balancing. We do have some basic plans for it. Another thing is that wars could like pretty much make the factions split evenly, right? Because one faction having 3 big clans, I don't know how that would work. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to be fighting each other 24/7, aren't they?
Yeah, so it might be just better to, change faction.
Yeah, I mean, like if I think one of the biggest things is there could be some like thing. So if anyone remembers the start of Space Aces, we had the company expo event.
Oh,
It was the first event ever in Space Aces. We could bring that back if there's like, and it could be like a limited thing. So say that you have, I don't know, say the biggest company the biggest company can have a free company change without losing honor, like basically stuff like that. But they can only go to one of the other 2 companies, and the other 2 companies can't switch over. So we could do stuff like that. We can limit stuff. So say if it was like a company expo for one faction, we could do that. It's not we basically have the power to pretty much do everything we wanted. So yeah, look at this is what I love to see. This is what I was talking about. 6 to 7 people ganging up on one enemy.
Ooh, and he's down.
I love it. But yeah, we could do like a faction expo where it's only for one company. We could do stuff like that. It's not. If we see that one company is really, really badly underwhelmed or something, we can do. So, I have ideas in the works already for this sort of, because I I already think about these things. So yeah.
Jimmy loves the faction concept.
I love factions. So I've been on about it for like a year.
Oh yeah.
I've been on about it since the start of Space Aces, haven't I?
I can confirm.
I love faction stuff. I love it. I absolutely love it. Been on about it for so long.
See what other questions there are. I think that's it.
I think that's everything. Is there any other questions, guys, that you want us to... It's coming to the end of the stream now anyway.
Yes, we've discussed wars. So.
Yeah, we basically the thing is like we can do wars. We're gonna make it limited, and it'll probably be coming in the future, but it needs some kinks and stuff like that to work out first.
More real
Yeah, it
and more
won't be
roleplay.
send war and forget.
Yeah, but it's all been it's already been spoke about in great detail. Will there be coming more upgrading stuff in the clan? That'll probably come with the war stuff.
We've got an idea for an ally chat for clans. So that will be probably an upgrade. Like you'll be able to have a own room where the other clans you're allied with, and if you pick them, that they would be able to talk to you there.
Very cool.
What about proximity chat? Voice chat?
Not planned. Not planned.
Plans.
Not planned.
Group voice chat is more likely if it were to be added.
And we had something like this in the past with browser where we was actually thinking about adding it almost, but yeah, you can imagine how that would be with the current community's past, should I say. So probably not a good idea all the way around. Would be so toxic and yeah.
It would be amazing for the first 10 seconds until you heard a slur.
Okay, no, that would just be straight 1 second. That'd be the first word that comes out of their mouth.
I try to be optimistic.
Yeah, don't be. Be optimistic at everything else apart from the toxicity that sometimes this community brings, which is amazing to look at sometimes. I love banning you guys, I'm not going to lie.
See, look,
I love it.
This Quality Buddy says it works for Call of Duty. It'll work for Space Age.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. No problem. Quality Buddy, I love it. He likes to watch the world burn. He's one of those people. Is there a plan to add instant shield on the ship after respawn on teleport on gate protection against pushing? There's been nothing really about it. Where we like what is the same in browsers is the same that it is in Steam, obviously. I mean, we had a shield at one point in Space Aces, but it was getting really badly used even when we limited it. If you remember that, we had lots of complaints about people just being able to come back and
yeah, no, I don't think there's as of now shield
No.
planned, because one thing is that we don't want the repairs on Portal and Spot to be taken as granted, like a granted repair. Like, okay, well, I died, but I can just respawn on the spot and just finish what I was doing. Right? I mean, the idea is that you have to repair on base to be 100% safe. And another thing was that the shield had its own issues. Like, it was basically a reflex contest, because one would respawn and would chase the other player and had like 15 seconds to decide when to shoot perfectly so the other player would be killed. And then vice versa again. So that was a ridiculous thing. Yeah.
Sorry, maybe it might be not a bad idea to add something like that for players in protection when they get destroyed by NPCs and stuff. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe not, but
I think it defeats, like, it has no purpose for them, because once you die as a newbie, you have the protection again.
I'm talking about against NPCs.
Okay, I'm not aware of that being an issue, but okay. I mean,
I had someone complain to me the other day. I'm not going to announce the name. I'm not going to announce the name, but I had a message the other day where they were like, I spawned on Spot and I got destroyed by a boss island straight away.
Oh no.
I was like, it's a brand new player, never played any sort of game like this before. I just went, I want a shield protection.
Okay, well, okay, yeah. I see the point then.
Yeah. He was like, I'm in E4, I'm in the middle of the map, I've just been surrounded and grouped by like 50 billion NPCs, I spawn on Spot, insta-clapped. I was like, okay. I said, it's not something we can really help with right now. Yeah, we do have those moments. I'm assuming Celtech, you're talking about the PAL stuff. Well, I mean, it's like I said, the PAL will probably be added in the future anyway, but you can go back to that section, but we'll see at the moment. A lock for certain faction if its points members over some line to prevent multiple players to switch. So you're like maybe like a switch cooldown. So players can't just switch factions all the time to get benefits and stuff.
I'd like to be able to see how many players are in enemy factions.
See, I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm torn on that one. I'm kind of split. Just because that when you see that you can try and abuse it, you know. It's an interesting thing. But then it will probably make rank more interesting and stuff like that, maybe. I don't know what
it would make sense to show these statistics during faction expos. Alright, so we would know where you're going, or like you would have some information. But like during like no event, I think it would pretty much make it obvious where to go. So we would have 90% in that faction. Because, you know, you see the stat, like it's obvious.
As well with like faction expos, we can be like, oh yeah, you know, if we want to balance out the factions as well, we can always make sure that only like if like 100 people switch to Earth, then you know 50 people need to switch to Mars or something like that. You know, like we can limit it so no more people can go into Earth until this amount of limit is reached in Mars and stuff, and like that, vice versa. And you only get one change. You know, we could do a lot of stuff, but yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's a point of showing it before faction events or something like that because it just doesn't make sense. It's like I said, I feel like it would just get abused a lot. But now that I think about it, maybe adding a cooldown, for something like you know a limit of like you know you could only switch faction like once a month. Unless it's during like a expo or something. Maybe that's not a bad idea to do because I've seen people already switching a lot for some reason. Makes zero sense, but they are. But yeah, maybe it's a good idea to add something like that. Don't know about you, Do.
This is kind of for like a discussion that we need to have. So I got nothing else to add, really.
I don't think there'll be prom rebalancing. I think at some point people will be able to get the anti-prom shield, but I mean it's kind of late in the game. That's kind of the question that I was asking earlier about like protection for like newer players, because I guess the first wave of people are gonna get their prom lasers and then you'll have newer players. They'll be level 16, but they're still pretty weak. That's basically like insta one shot.
Yeah, proms will probably get a little bit of a change, like a little bit. So I would kind of, if you're going for a full prom right now, expect it to maybe get rebalanced a bit. Just so you know. But it still will be like a sniper laser, like an ambush laser. It will still have that role. Like we are happy with the role. But yeah, we can imagine that for like a completely new player, this encounter would not end well. For an experienced player, like you kind of can tell when there's a prom player around you.
Yeah.
Prom visibility? Maybe we'll look into that. Is there a plan to fix the incorrect descriptions? I mean, just honestly, I'll plan to add upgrade of the Y Gryphon for module extension. Not happening.
It's experimental Gryphon. Y stands for experimental. It's like the canon mark for it.
Wait, in what language is that?
It's no language. It's just a designation. It's actually taken from the U.S. Air Force. It's the experimental craft. They started Y, so we've taken that. Little fun fact.
Indeed. It's like a lot of stuff that we use, like it does have actual terms behind it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, S2S missile is space to space missile.
Plan to fix incorrect descriptions. Just honestly, make a ticket and tell us what you think is an incorrect description. Because I think everything's pretty much polished at this point with descriptions, but there could always be something that we missed. I think more Space Ace music, maybe. Actually, yeah, that is something that we will be looking at, just not yet for sure. A lot of people were a fan of the last composed music. So yeah, but I think that's everything anyway. I think everything was answered here today.
What are your thoughts on the AI Space Aces song?
It has terms in it that isn't Space Aces. Cannot comment.
Oh yeah.
Needs a rework.
Needs a rework.
When am I getting a better mic? Well, you need to donate so I can buy that mic. Please, guys, buy premium.
Yeah, I'd like an option to like turn down the opacity of like the map, so it's like the same background, but like you can dim it.
No. When is Jimmy showing us a Spider-Man suit?
The
Bruh.
dimming of backgrounds. Well, I mean, I would actually ask question like, would this include like darker planets and nebulas as well, or just the background? Because like, it'd be a bit more work to like dim everything.
Oh,
I mean, you
true.
could have different dim sliders, couldn't you? I guess. That's the thing that we can do. I know it's a lot of work, but
it's kind of.
someone asked me a question the other day about colorblind mode,
Oh.
and I was like, "Oh, I haven't thought about that one."
As of right now, we don't really have resources to address support for these sorts of things, sadly. We would just get stretched out like too much. Like, even visually, the game isn't finished, and we would start working on support for colorblindness. Like, I don't know, that would not turn out well, I think.
Yeah, for Space Aces, I don't think it's. I mean, maybe it just needs to be looked into later down the line, but yeah.
Just poking fun now.
But yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything, to be honest.
Yep, I think that is everything. We
Right.
talked about events.
Okay.
They're coming soon.
I think everything was addressed here today. I think that's the end of the stream. Gone on for a long time now too, and I would just starting to answer the same questions over and over again. So
Yep, so thanks everyone for tuning in. And that'll be it.
do.
Oh yeah, got a little gift
Oh,
for both instances.
oh, oh,
Uh,
oh,
it's-
oh,
I'll post it in chat. And you can activate it via the store and redeem code. So, as a little thank you.
What is it? What is it? Let's see. Log in. Is it a shield module?
Oh no. But maybe you'll get one. Hey.
Oh.
Do you also want to post it, Youngblood, as well? So
Let's see. I got 5 red booty keys.
The day of premium. Oh yeah. And you got a few hours of boosters, so it's pretty cool.
I'm opening these right away on stream. If I get scammed again for the 50th time,
I'm gonna bless you with 2 XP modules.
let's see.
I think you should collect on the red map or close to it because
Red
it's
map?
red box. Yeah. So like,
yeah, for sure.
There's so many
there's
enemies.
definitely higher chance. You know, it's something like you would see like 10 years ago. Like, go to this coordinate, and if you find a box, it will have guaranteed something.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh, wrong coordinates.
I got scammed. I have one
Oh
more.
no! Oh no!
Stream sniping, boys, get him!
Stop him!
Stop him! He's
stealing
gonna
the
get. He's
ammo.
gonna get. He's gonna get
Oh,
the module he
no.
wants.
I mean, I got an XP booster
Oh,
from a green
no.
box.
Oh, nice.
No, it's just a booster, not a module. Yep, I got scammed
That was a
again.
disaster.
Well, that's just a green. Got to get those red ones. Here we go, guys.
I think we're not needed for this part.
No, we're not. I think we're all good. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Remember to type in code UBQA. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, and afternoon.
Yep. I'll probably also end the stream. See you guys.